Ted Lasso fans, welcome back to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
In this special episode, we're going to do another character breakdown. We're going to talk about Nate today.
Oh, Nate.
I was dreading talking about him. Can you believe how much this character affects you?
I know.
It's just the roller coaster that is Nate.
Yes.
And the self-hatred for himself, it runs deep.
It does. I feel so sad for him.
Yeah.
I do. Yes, because when we first met him, he was the picked on one. He would get humiliated, and so you really feel for him. Mm-hmm. And overall, even though people are super mad at him, I haven't been super mad at him because I feel like it's all been boiling up. And it just has come out in like season 2.
Yeah.
But there, to me at least, seems to be reasons for why he's turned to the dark side.
Mm-hmm. So we all saw him as just like a little bit like just meek, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then his promotion from kit supervisor to being a coach. Yeah. So happy for him. And I still am happy for him, but it was very complex the way you see him shift into bullying who he thinks is inferior to him, like the new kit supervisor. And you're just like, wait, Nate, I really had a lot of hope for you.
When he bullies his replacement, that was very disheartening.
It is. And you just slowly, like there was this hope and this buildup, and you're like, go, Nate, go. Wait, no, I don't want to cheer you on anymore. What's happening? Oh my gosh, but I wanted something for you. So the most poignant scene for me is his heartbreaking speech to Ted when Ted's like, what's wrong? Like, what's your problem with me? And he says that you made me feel like I was the most important person in the world, and then you abandoned me.
It just gets chills every time.
But he's not wrong in a way.
Right, exactly.
You know? But I mean, there's good and bad things about the way Ted approaches life. I mean, I think more good than bad, but yes, that can happen, especially to someone as fragile maybe as Nate.
Well, and it's not a bad thing that he made Nate feel like the most important person in the world, but Nate then developed this bond, right? This attachment to him. And he wanted it to be all the time like that. But then if he put it in Ted's perspective, Ted has a whole team that he has to try and make feel as special as he made Nate feel.
Yes.
So it's no one's fault in that scenario. It's just, he was for Nate what he was in the time that he needed it. And Nate wanted it to be an ongoing thing, but it wasn't something that Ted could continuously provide. So
it's not realistic.
It's not sustainable.
Right. And it's obviously something that it was a void he thought Ted could fill because his parents, the relationship with his parents, he feels inferior. And it's like I said, it's sad because I think we had a lot of hope for him. He had a lot of hope for himself, and then it was just lost. And I feel like it was more tragic to see that happen than any like Richmond loss or like Sam and Rebecca breaking up. Like that was the most tragic thing, was just to see. It was weird. It made me feel like more aware, like, oh my gosh, we have to be careful the way we approach people. Or like, build people up. It's not even that, because you don't know if someone's going to have that underlying.
Right, you never know. Exactly. Like when you meet people, they come with their own baggage and you have your own baggage. And then when you meet that moment, it might be like what you need at that time, or it might not. And then poor Nate, though, he's now going to Rupert. Because is he maybe reestablishing like the more relationship that's more similar to what he knows, and so he doesn't want to have that same experience of like having Ted like make him feel great and then losing it again.
Wow, it's so dangerous with him. I feel like it's I'm really glad that they brought a character like him to
so deep. I feel like and just like the
awareness,
the 2 moments where he got rejected by Keely. And then also by the hostess, Iris, I think, at the restaurant. I really felt for him in those moments, too, because, we don't know his whole history of, like, how his dating life has been his whole life. But we got to see 2 moments in which he probably felt a little bit humiliated, even though they both were very nice about it. Yeah. But, even still, like, you can see why you would just kind of... He doesn't like that feeling of being embarrassed. Right. Because remember when he had the Wonderkind, oh my god, and he thought Wonder Kid. Yeah, so he just...
Which I also thought.
I feel like I feel for Nate, like he has that anxiety type in him, and he replays that moment over and over again, and that feeling of embarrassment and shame. Other people are over it, but he's still replaying it. And I get that, because I've done that type of thing. You relate to it, yeah. And you should... hopefully be able to just be like, oh, that was embarrassing.
And brush it off.
But that's not the way.
He internalizes it.
So I don't know. I know a lot of people were mad at Nate and think what he's done is unforgivable, especially leaking the news about Ted's panic attacks. Like, that's his, Ted's personal, like, struggle. He shouldn't have done that. But I still think they're going to redeem him just like they redeemed Jamie. Yay. For us. They just left it more of a cliffhanger instead of doing it within the season.
I'm glad you think so, because it's so sad. It's not that simple. It's not as simple as, like, oh, now I hate Nate, or like, no, I still love him. Like, I'm really in the middle. Like, I don't even know what to think.
Yes. I know.
Or how they're going to redeem him.
I know.
I like that.
I feel like they are, because they also, and I was reading this in an article, it wasn't my fresh idea, but Jamie and Nate haven't had their moment of reconciliation yet. Like, Jamie has apologized to other people, but Jamie hasn't apologized to Nate. And he was the original bully, for us, at least from what we saw. And so I feel like, and also, we don't get to see Nate talk to a lot of people, like the way the way Keely and Rebecca talk a lot. Right. So we never really get to hear his perspective. We're probably never going to hear Nate and Rupert have like a heart-to-heart. Right. So I think that heart-to-heart is going to come when he apologizes to Jamie. Or, sorry, Jamie apologizes to him, and then we get to kind of get more insight into him.
You think he'll apologize to Ted?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Ted will be so accepting, have open arms, and totally forgive him. But
I think he will. But maybe it'll be after he has to talk with Jamie.
They've got to bring this back to a happier note. I don't know. I just need it to be okay again.
Yeah, I know.
But Nick Mohammed, who plays Nate, is brilliant, and he needs to win a Golden Globe.
Seriously, I know.
He is versatile, and he is so good. I mean, I got both of these pictures because this is how he started and this is how it ended. And it's like, that transformation was very subtle until it was
the
just...
gray hair. We kept saying, like, is his hair getting a little grayer? And then all of a sudden at the end, it was like gray.
The special attention they played they paid to this character is like... Probably would be Nate would feel good about it because he doesn't get enough attention. But no, I love this. I love what they're doing with this character. So, okay, everybody, felt like that was really heavy, but it's Nate, Yeah. So, all right, let us know what you thought of Nate. Please comment below and then like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.